Hello, people. That's how I'm starting it, TR.
I was going to say, that was the cleanest start that we've ever had to a podcast. And then we get here, and then you ruin it. Great. I love it.
Oh, hello, everyone. What's going on? I'm HGW2. You're listening to HGW's podcast. Here with my co-host, TR72pro.
I'm always out here. I'm always
Yeah,
out here.
always here.
Always out here.
How you doing?
I'm doing okay. I've been working a lot on the year in review stuff for the past few days. Had a days off, so I wanted to sit back
Um,
and work on stuff.
I've had too much other shit to work on,
Or,
so
yeah.
that's kind of like my last priority. For
That,
people expecting a top 10 matches, last year I got out like December 19th. It was really quick. It was wow, about a week from tomorrow would
mhm.
be a year ago would be when I got it out. Don't expect it till like December 30th. I have too much stuff going on and with the holidays. I will get it out though. I'm gonna try to get December 30th through 31st is what I'm aiming for. I tried to start editing it yesterday, or no, sorry, like 2 days ago, and I was like, I got other stuff to do. So yeah, but later in the show, I think after we do our TLC, we'll talk. After we predict for TLC, we'll talk about our some of our favorite matches of the year. But as of right now, let's start with NXT. We're doing TLC, but let's start with NXT Takeover London.
Yes.
Shall we? Even though that's happening after TLC, which by the way, TLC came really fast.
Yeah, it was 3 weeks. 3 weeks filled.
Jesus Christ!
It was not a good one, but
No,
filled.
And then Royal Rumble's gonna be freaking forever. So there
I
you
think
go.
so.
Uh, did you see who Brock Lesnar's facing December 19th on a live event?
I did not.
He's facing Alberto Del Rio for the U.S. title.
That's gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Is it like a live show and like like on the network?
I haven't heard anything about it. I hope it's not
It's
for the sake of
It's December 19th. So
this is a
yeah,
Saturday, just like the other
yeah,
one.
yeah.
Oh
Here
gosh.
in Beast in the East. So
They could announce that after TLC
yeah.
because they haven't even announced the fact that they're doing the Stone Cold podcast after TLC too.
Well then.
They're doing one with Sean. I think it's pre-taped though, but still. So
Oh yeah, they're pre-taped now.
gosh, I hate that too. But yeah,
Because of the whole Brock Lesnar cursing thing, they're afraid.
that was so good.
That was hilarious. But yeah, let's start with NXT Takeover London. I know that was random, but I just kind of want to say it. Baron Corbin versus Apollo Crews. I've grown to like Baron Corbin.
I have to.
Not as a person though.
Yeah.
If you watch Breaking Ground, he's kind of a dick, but I kind of like that. He's like the lone wolf guy. Uh, he's kind of one of those guys that he's kind of like a CM Punk, where if he doesn't get what he wants, he'll tell like Vince and whatnot. Like that's I think what some people are afraid of on the main roster. I don't think he's afraid to speak his mind. I think Apollo wins. Uh, so, see, that's the thing. I think Apollo wins, but I don't know.
I mean, I think so as well, honestly. I know, really, I guess it seems that he's trying to go for the title again after this. But Apollo is just so good, really. He's
Yeah.
just so good. And he deserves that push, in my opinion, too.
Yeah.
Uh, if in the case that Joe wins at London, we'll see about that, or a little bit later, I guess. But if that happens and Cruz is the next one up, that will be a fantastic match. I really
Yeah.
look forward to that, but we'll see.
In my opinion, with Seth Rollins being out, I think Apollo Crews is probably the best in-ring worker that WWE has right now.
Interesting.
In my opinion. Uh, I know. Okay, I know this is off topic.
Mm.
Okay, but
We do this all the time. It's
we
all
do
good.
this all the time. But yeah. I don't know if you saw, but WWE has didn't or I forget who it was, but they didn't interview Daniel Bryan. Did you
Yeah,
see this?
I heard about it.
He
I've been hearing
said
a lot of reviews
he
lately about
says well he said that I think it could be the end of my career in WWE,
it. Mm.
but I don't think it'd be the end of my career. He said, I could find another passion, but it would be sad because this is what I have been the most passionate since I was 5. So WWE might be screwing them over. You never know.
I don't know. I mean, gosh, I can't really say that they would be doing that just because it's so risky for him to have that for the injuries that he's had in the past up until now. You don't want to risk something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just so hard to do, and especially with a guy like Daniel Bryan who deserves every bit of success, even though maybe he won't even want it really, because it sounds like he doesn't even want the spotlight sometimes. But
Yeah.
it would be a shame to see that happen. So, hope for the best.
I just wanted to bring that up.
Yeah.
Just cause. Let's move on. Oh. I'm out with Dana Brooke versus Asuka. I think we all know how this is going down.
I think so too. Yeah.
Asuka's gonna kick some ass.
Now, can we talk about something for a second about Asuka? Because, like, I don't know. I can't really understand if she's going to the main roster or not, honestly.
God, if she did, she would fucking kill everyone.
Like,
Everyone's dead. Everyone is dead.
I don't know. I mean, I just can't see it, in all honesty, for sure. She's kind of the same with Rhino, in my opinion, too. That she's just so experienced, but she's also, like, so... I don't know if she's, like... I don't know how old she is, but I'm pretty sure she's...
Look at Rhino now.
Yeah. Good point.
So,
Oh, man. I don't know. We'll have to see, though.
So maybe she'll join some old women feud, or faction. You'll never know.
She'll run the lead at some point. It's no big deal.
Yeah. We have the WWE NXT Tag Team Titles match: Dash and Dawson versus Enzo Amore and Colin Cassidy. This should be a good match. I think Dash and Dawson win. They just won the title, so. Can I talk about the Vaudevillains? What a big fucking waste they were.
See, now that's what I was going to say too, because to your credit, they did just win the tag titles, but the Vaudevillains won it in Brooklyn and only kept it for what, like a month or two?
Yeah.
I don't think they defended it more than twice. If they did,
I don't even know if they did defend it. It was.
I'm sure they got the
this
rematch with the Dub guys.
That's true.
I'm calling them the Dub guys. Just, I don't know why, but yeah.
Don't call them by their real names.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, they won it at a big stage, big way, and now what the fuck did they're not? They didn't. That's the one thing about the NXT has done that I'm confused about. They did nothing with them.
I don't know.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's probably really the same thing that I'm thinking with Enzo and Cass, because I could easily see them winning this title, just off the fact that they hot-shotted the titles of Dash and Dawson so quick.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know. I could definitely see it. I would hope that it is Enzo and Colin that do win this match, too, because they deserve it more than any other team on NXT, period. But,
what about Gable and Jordan?
well, I mean, that's a different story when I'm talking about longevity and how much of a tag team they've been for so long. Like, I would love to see that happen for Enzo and Colin. I definitely would say that Gable and Jordan are for sure the best tag team on the NXT roster. And it's a shame they're not going to be on the main show here. I'm sure they're going to have like a dark match here, but like I'm sure they'll also get their due for winning the title eventually too.
Yeah.
It's a shame they didn't win the Dusty Rhodes Classic too. I wish they could have done that. But
I wish it was Gable and Jordan versus Joe and Balor. I wish it was kind of like one of those things, like the underdogs versus the big guys, and they fought hard and they eventually lost.
It's so crazy too because like I don't necessarily see them as heels at the moment, even though I guess they are, right?
I guess.
I don't know.
Well, they really heels because they face Rhino and Corbin.
All right, true. But then again, that was like a meetup in the tournament, though.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But they're so over. It's incredible how over they are, and they deserve it too. Great wrestlers.
I was watching an interview with Kurt Angle, and he was talking, and the guy talked to him about the Chad and Jordan, the people in Full Sail, like chanting their names to Kurt Angle's music.
Yes.
And he said that he felt bad for them.
That's funny. That's a great moment.
But Anyways, let's move on. You know what? My friend actually just texted me. Who is Bailey facing at NXT London? And I said Nia Jax. So here we go. Bailey versus Nia Jax for the NXT Women's Championship. He also put Nia Jax will probably win. Sad. Oh, he just texted me again. Sad crying face. WWE will fuck Bailey over when she gets to the main roster. So I'm kind of hoping that she stays in NXT as long as possible. Okay. I still think the same thing with Tyler Breeze. Now that he's on the main roster, it's just a matter of time until they fuck him over. Well, they've already started. So
Gosh,
Bailey versus Nia Jax. Actually, Bailey's. I have to disagree with my friend here. Bailey's like the last person I think they're gonna fuck over in the main roster.
It depends on how she's booked, in all honesty.
Bailey and Finn Balor are the two guys like going up to the main roster. I have no worries about.
I guarantee you that neither one of those people are on a rush to get to the main roster.
No, yeah, but I'm just saying because like Finn Balor, I think Finn Balor's coming early next year.
I think so too, probably
because he's gonna have this huge main because I mean like Triple H has already set him up to have this huge main event or like WrestleMania like entrance, and that's what they love in WWE.
And that's what he wants to do on the biggest stage possible in Cowboy Stadium.
Yeah, and that's what they're setting him up for. Who he's gonna face? Good question. There's already fucking rumors on who Brock's gonna face.
Oh gosh.
Have you seen those?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which are very, very, very polarizing.
I don't know. I like it, but like I don't know how that's gonna work.
Exactly. Yeah, that remains to be seen. It's interesting on paper, but you have to make sure that both guys look good in the end.
Because you're just gonna make one look like shit.
Yeah.
And I think we all know which one will look like shit. But anyways, let's stop. Bailey versus Nia Jax.
I'm taking Bailey.
Did you see her match against Eva Marie?
I was about to pull it up too, for the fact that it seemed like they were trying to pull Eva into the storyline where she's like, it's almost like they were trying to do a storyline of the Authority screwing over Bailey, which is intense and also insanely smart in the case of Eva Marie, because that's the only way that she could look like the best thing possible in there.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh man, I don't know if they're gonna go through with that again. I guess they are, but it's a classic David versus Goliath match in this one, I think. I think that's the match that Bailey wins. Yeah.
I'll be honest though, that Eva Marie match, not good wrestling, but it was very entertaining just for the fact that have you ever seen the match between Stone Cold and Mick Foley? I think it was Over the Edge, 1999, I think it was.
Yeah, when like everyone was like a guest commentator and a guest ring. Yeah,
and everyone just got involved somehow. That's what that match reminded me of. It was just a clusterfuck of people. It was just fun for the sake of just so many things going on. That's how that match with Eva Marie. It was not a good wrestling match. Eva Marie is still fucking awful. She has not improved one goddamn bit. I don't care if she uses that Brian Kendrick move. I don't give a shit. She should not. It's a fucking disgrace to Brian Kendrick. I mean, yeah, she's awful. But Nia, and I don't know how much better Nia Jax is. She's just a powerhouse. So I'll go with Bailey on this one. I disagree with my friend. I don't think Nia Jax is gonna win. It's like David versus Goliath, like you said. And that's basically the story that they're going to tell. And I think Bailey finds a way to pull it out.
It's crazy seeing how Bailey is just kind of going through all of the women already. She's already gone through Eva, technically, I guess. She's already gone through Alexa. Mm-hmm. She very well could go over Nia Jax here. The only person left, in my opinion, well, I guess there's Dana and Emma.
There's Asuka, and she's going to fucking die. You think she's going to die against Nia Jax? She's going to die against Asuka.
That would be a sight to see, though. I'm not going to lie. I'd love to see that.
You want to see Bailey die?
No, I want to see that match because that's just, I can't imagine how it would go. Actually, if they do get their way with this Japan takeover, I'm pretty sure that's where it's going to happen, too.
Jesus Christ.
So I think that's in...
Did you I know this is off topic as well, but did you see that one match in Japan where this one big woman, it was a woman wrestling, and she like fucking like injured this person so bad, like it's hard to explain, but it
Oh
was
wait, no, I did hear about that earlier in the year.
yeah, and there was I saw it's disturbing to watch. She like the person has to retire now. She's having
Yeah, it
like
was a
a
shoot
retirement
fight.
match.
It was
Yeah,
ridiculous. It
yeah,
was absolutely ridiculous.
she's I guess she's like suspended from wrestling, but the person she injured is retiring now.
Hmm. It
And
was a shame.
the thing is she had like surgery in her right eye, to because she had like vision problems, I guess, and she fucked it up. And then after she had surgery before the match, like a week before, and then during the match she fucked it up. So now she can barely see out of her right eye, and she can't get her vision back.
It was just a shame what happened earlier in the year. That was just
She
like
should be incarcerated, to be honest.
that was just absolutely insane.
Yeah, but that's what's gonna happen if Asuka faces Bailey. So if you
Good
want to
save.
see that, then go right ahead.
Oh my goodness.
Anyways, Finn Balor versus Samoa Joe for the NXT Championship. To be honest, this card is pretty underwhelming. Am I
I
the
mean,
only one that thinks
in the
so?
light of the past three, I think, when you're looking at Brooklyn, you're looking at Respect, you're
Yeah,
looking at Revolution, and you're also looking at Unstoppable as well.
I
It's
wouldn't go
just
that far.
yeah, true. That's a good point. But
It
then again,
had,
I said last three, so I was like Unstoppable was in the middle.
yeah.
I gotta include it, but yeah,
I would
I guess
probably include Rival in there. Did you include Rival?
no, I included Revolution.
Okay, I would include Rival. Revolution. Which one was that?
That was the big one with Zayn and Neville and Charlotte and Sasha, Owens
Uh,
debut. The first time we saw the Demon and
well, you
Balor.
said
Yeah,
last three,
yeah. But then I would include it in
but then you
Unstoppable.
fucked up with the three.
Wait, was Rival in between Unstoppable and no, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was. It was in February.
Really?
Yeah, look it up.
Oh yeah, that was the second one for. Oh yeah, okay. So I guess 3 out of 5.
Yeah, yeah. Fuck up more, please.
Okay, yeah, cool. Screw you.
But no, yeah, it was that's when they had Neville and Balor, the fatal four way between the Divas, and Owens versus Sami Zayn. Which that last match, Owens versus Sami, was really just great storytelling, in my opinion. But anyways, um,
Can we talk about this for a second? Because I realized this the other day. If Zayn didn't get hurt, and was the plan going to be Owens versus Zayn at Brooklyn in a ladder match for the title?
uh, probably I don't know. That don't get my hopes up.
I would
I
have cried at the announcement of that if that happened.
Yeah, but it
Not
wouldn't
gonna
have
lie.
been. You know, it wouldn't have been as brutal
Yes, it would. Yes,
it
it
wouldn't
would.
be as brutal as their PWG or their
Oh well,
ROH.
yeah.
Their
That's impossible.
PW. Did you see? You've seen their PWG ladder match, right?
Multiple times.
I fucking love that match.
It's so intense.
One of my favorites. But it would not have been that brutal. Come on,
Yeah, true.
it would
That's,
not have been that brutal.
you can't literally bring down the roof from
No,
Barclays. You can't do it.
and you can't. I don't. You can't do a brain buster off the top rope.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you can do a power bomb off the side. On the
Well, then
side.
again, he has technically been doing that. Well, I wouldn't say brainbuster on the top rope, but like, into the turnbuckle. Never mind. I thought you were
Yeah.
talking about Owens for a second because he's been like doing that inverted suplex where
Yeah, no,
he
yeah.
thinks you're going for the suplex and he switches it on you. Yeah,
Imagine if he did that on a ladder. Oh my.
which is what I'm thinking would have happened. I'm thinking that would have happened.
They just like to kill each other, basically.
And
He wouldn't.
I don't want to take away credit from Balor and Owens in that ladder match too because that was also a really good match.
Yeah, but
So,
we've seen matches with Sammy and Owen, and it's ridiculous.
yeah,
And even the ROH, which I think the PWG one's better, but the ROH one, he did a pile driver through a ladder.
that's like
He
almost 2,
he died.
almost 2. Yeah.
He's dead. Oh, that's when El Generico died.
It was one of the most incredible spots I've ever seen in ladder match history,
Yeah.
for sure.
It was born Sami Zayn.
Hmm.
But anyways, moving on. Finn Balor versus Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe finally turned heel. I knew about it 2 weeks before. I fucking hate myself.
Just 2?
Just two. Well, because they did the show 2 weeks before it aired, And I was like, and they said spoilers, major heel turn. I was like, oh my fucking
Oh,
god. Well, now I know something. Thanks. So I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna read it. And Samoa Joe wins. And it was like Samoa Joe turns heel. I was like, oh great.
yeah. 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 These spoilers are kind of getting out of control for NXT.
Yeah.
But,
I
yeah.
try to avoid everything now.
It's also kind of a shame, too, because WWE will do it themselves. Like, they spoiled James Storm for everybody.
Yeah, they fucking put it on there.
It's a shame. But, yeah.
Yeah, I think they wanted more people to tune into NXT, but it's dumb. Like, why even put it if it's a surprise?
I don't know.
But, yeah, so Finn Balor vs. Mojo, this probably should be match of the night, in my opinion. It should be. I'm saying should. I think I'm going with the upset, man. I'm thinking Joe's going to win. I'm thinking Joe. The way he is so good I finally feel like Samoa Joe is something in WWE now.
Yeah, because we didn't think that at all in his face turn.
Yeah. And then now he's a heel. He's a mate. This is like the ROH Joe. Back in the day. This is the ROH Joe right now. Samoa Joe's gonna win. If he doesn't win, it's fine. I'm not gonna be upset if he doesn't win, right? But I think if you're gonna give the title to someone right now, give it to Joe, and give it to Joe in the fashion that he did it that Kevin Owens did to Sami Zayn. Like just beat the shit out of Balor.
Beat him into the main roster.
Beat him into the main roster.
Goodness
Although
me.
Sami Zayn didn't go to the main roster, so he just went out. So yeah, beat the man to the main roster.
Oh my gosh!
We should make a T-shirt that says that.
I can see Joe wearing something like that. I can see it. Now that Sheamus is taking the 515 thing.
By the way, that's not funny at all.
They're selling it on WWEshop.com, by the way. That's an official shirt.
At least with like the Owen Hart one, it was like 316 I break your neck or something like that.
That's so heel to the max, though.
Yeah, I know, but that was funny. Like,
that was so
I think Vince McMahon had a shirt that was funny too. I can't remember it.
It was so intense.
But like, this is just stupid. Sheamus is stupid to begin with, but yeah, we'll get to that later. That's TLC talk. Finn Balor versus Samoa Joe. You think Samoa? Who do you think is gonna win? TR?
I think Balor is going to retain. I feel like I don't know when Itami is coming back, but it has to be with Itami and Balor in the end. At least that's my hope, really. I could also see it being Joe and Itami, and you can just kind of spin it where Joe came in on the same day that Itami got out.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like Itami comes back, faces Joe, and then you can have the story where Joe was the reason why it was the one that attacked Itami.
And really, either way works. I think both matches would be awesome, but I would love it if Balor and Itami happens. And I think that's what they're thinking as well.
You know what kind of makes me mad, though, about the whole Itami thing? Is that, like, we all knew. Everyone pretty much knew that Itami, who follows wrestling and follows NXT, knew that Itami was injured. And they insist to make a storyline out of it.
Yeah. One of the most depressing things I've seen all year was during Beast of the East. And you see Itami with the scowl of 1,000 hates in the crowd watching Balor win a title in Japan.
Oh, it's so funny.
That's also kind of why I feel like that's what they want for Japan as well. If they're going to do this Japan takeover, that's huge. Balor and Itami is probably huge. If that happens in Japan, that might arguably be the biggest match in NXT.
What, Balor versus Itami?
In Japan, yeah.
Are they going to have it? Where are they going to have it in Japan? Have they said?
I don't know. Again, all of that's really a rumor too. So I'm just talking out of my buns right now.
Yeah, so shut the fuck up.
Exactly. So, I mean, I don't
know. I'm hoping that they do, like, not even a takeover show before Mania, but like a live NXT show. You know? It doesn't have to be a takeover. Just have it on the network. Because that was the problem last year, was that it wasn't on the network. Although, let me say something real quick. The Best of DVD, I think it's like NXT. I think they're having one of my friends who went to the first ever live event show for NXT Columbus, he was there live, and they had Neville versus Cesaro. and
Oh.
and he said that match was absolutely fantastic. It's like one of his top 10 matches, but it was a dark match, and it's going to be It's going to be on. I think it's going to be on the best of DVD. I believe. I forget which DVD it's going to be on,
That's
but
not even the match that we need to talk about.
I know. But I'm just saying.
August 2012, CM Punk was champion. Seth
Yes.
Rollins was champion. They came together on NXT and they tag teamed against the freaking Kings of Wrestling.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
going to be on the DVD, and that's literally the only reason why I'm buying this DVD. Literally.
And that's the only reason why I'm touring it.
I've been waiting since August 2012, since that video came out of seeing them come together, to watch that match.
Is
3
it
years.
supposed to be good?
It's freaking, yes!
I'm
It's
fucking
CM
with
Punk
you.
and Seth Rollins versus Chris Hero and Cesaro. That's incredible.
That's great, dude. I can't wait. I've heard
I'm
about
so
that, and I was
excited.
like, well, I know someone who's happy.
Oh my gosh. Yo, my mind exploded when I heard about that. I remember it to the month seeing the video of John Cena interrupt CM Punk in NXT after the match. Because it ran into the respect storyline. But none of that matters because that match is a dream match in WWE. Are you joking, man?
I was kidding.
No, I'm so serious.
Calm down, goddamn.
I can't calm down.
I
This match
was
is...
fucking with you.
No, I know, but still, I need this match in my life. I need to see it.
You'll get it. You'll get it.
I really need it. I need it
Okay.
now. I really do. Like, I can't control the hype for it. I really can't. I don't even know when this. I'm going on Amazon right now. Keep going. I'm going on Amazon. Oh, don't worry. Go
No, no,
on.
no. We're going on Amazon together.
No, we got a podcast to finish. We
We
need to go in. No, go in Survivor Series. I guess. Go in
so,
Survivor Series. We haven't talked
what
about Survivor Series.
Survivor Series?
Yeah, go into Survivor Series. We haven't talked about Survivor Series. Recap it real quick. Do it.
Oh,
Go
you
on.
mean one of the worst pay-per-views of fucking like years?
Ooh, I didn't know you were liking it like that.
Oh God, dude, what the fuck was Survivor Series? How do you? I mean, like, okay, let me be honest for a second here, right?
Yes.
When I saw Sheamus come out, I was kind of excited because I was like, oh, not Roman Reigns. And then I thought about it. I was like, fuck, Sheamus is our fucking champion.
Oh, this is gonna be a Blu-ray. Oh,
Oh my God.
I'm losing my mind.
Oh shit.
I'm sorry. Go on. Go
Okay.
on. I'm sorry. I'm pre-ordering now. Go
No,
on.
no, 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 no,
Go
no,
on.
no, no, no.
No, I'm
I don't
pre-ordering.
know.
Sorry. Don't worry about it.
Why would it be here at 8 p.m.? What shifts here? What shifts at 8 p.m.? Fuck you. Anyways, all right, that's off topic.
We're so screwing over this
But
podcast.
okay, Survivor Series.
Yes.
Oh, what a fucking awful pay-per-view. There was what? How? Okay, let me just go through match by match here. All right.
Okay.
Okay. Alberto Rio versus Roman Reigns. All right, match. Not gonna complain.
Mm-hmm.
Dean Ambrose versus Kevin Owens. Best match of the night.
Certainly.
It wasn't as good as it could have been, which I think is what we're gonna get at TLC, hopefully. But that was definitely a match of the night, and I don't even think it was the best match that these two could have had.
Mm.
Fucking, what was the next one? The fucking Survivor Series tag match. What the fuck? No, fuck you. I love New Day, and but like they leave Sheamus, and once Sheamus becomes champion, Sheamus has like, I guess he has like short-term memory because he forgot that they fucking left him at Survivor Series. You fucking idiot! He's our fucking WWE champion. TR. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Charlotte versus Paige. So Charlotte gets mad that Paige talks about his dead brother, right? His dead brother on air, and yet they fucking wrestle. Fucking Roman and Dean had more of an intense match than they did.
Oh yeah, true. I see what you're talking about. Yeah.
And they should be kicking each other's ass. And also, Brad Maddox gets fired for calling people cocky pricks.
Mm-hmm.
And yet Paige can talk about somebody's dead brother to get heat on for a match. Fuck you. WWE. Not to UTR. I'm sorry.
I know. I know what you're doing. It's okay. You can't really touch me at the moment.
What was the... there was the next match. You're too happy. You're probably going to say this pay-per-view is the best pay-per-view ever. You're so goddamn happy.
I'm just worried about this Blu-ray already. It comes out in March, okay?
Was
I
that in
mean,
March?
it comes out in
Fuck.
March, freaking March. But yeah, go ahead. I don't.
Okay.
I don't even remember what else. Oh yeah, the Taker tag match.
Yeah, what the fuck? This was a jobber match for the Wyatts. God, can you suck Can you suck Undertaker's dick more, please? Like, just fucking get on your knee. Like, you might as well get a pillow for your knees, because you're gonna be on there all the goddamn time. How much you fucking sucked his dick through Survivor Series. Jesus Christ, it
You
was
can't deny
fuck.
the fact that that entrance was amazing, though.
Sure, okay, yeah. Don't get me wrong, I love the Undertaker, but I mean, like, this was a chance for you to put over. Like, when has Bray Wyatt or the Wyatts won a meaningful match? They mean fucking nothing. I feel like they're gonna win this Sunday, but who gives a fuck? That's not a big time match that can push them to the next level because no one gives a fuck about these ECW fucks anymore. I don't give a fuck. Do you give a fuck?
I was gonna segue that too. I'm pretty sure they're gonna win, and that also, I will say this right now. I feel like that match is gonna be really awesome,
No,
but
it
they're still
should
gonna
be a
win,
great
and it's still
match,
gonna be
but
pretty big.
who gives
Yeah,
a fuck? Who gives a fuck about these ECW guys? Why are they bringing these old fucks in and they still have shitty ass ratings?
yeah.
I'll get into TLC. I'll get into it. I read Triple H said in a media thing.
Oh yeah, that was a really awesome conference call.
That was an awesome thing. But and then we had the main event, which again, good wrestling. But why the fuck was this 9 minutes long?
Yeah,
The
that was insane.
pay per view ended like 10-15 minutes early. I mean, like, why did this? If it seemed like it's like they were hitting their finishers like 5 minutes in, like already, and I was like, wait a minute, hold on, it's like 9:30. You have 30 more minutes left. Like, why are you rushing this? This could have been a really great match if it went on. And it seemed like if it went, it seemed like it hit its peak as soon as the match ended and like if this match went on like 10-15 minutes longer, this would be this would be a great match. We'd be talking right now saying this is a great match, but the thing that happened afterwards was shit. I really want to see a match between these two. uh, I want to see a match between these two, but like, what am I trying to say? Like, I just want to see an action because I know these two can go, but
And it's freaking Roman versus Dean. Like
yeah.
that's a match we haven't had yet.
Yeah, and it was 9 minutes long. They're like actually like brothers, and like they're like actually really great friends in real life. You could have had a great story and had great, anyways. But yeah. So I mean, that's what I would say that about match. Roman won. Sheamus comes in, and now we're here. What an awful pay per view. What did you want to say about Survivor Series?
I mean, I pretty much agreed. I wish they really could have done the Wyatts winning that match. It would have been pretty good with all the fanfare that was going into the Undertaker, and you would have had all the attention on that one match, and it would have been the perfect time to pull a trigger, but they didn't do it. And also, you also got to say the fact that we haven't seen Undertaker since that show, and the same thing with Kane as well.
Yeah.
So it's kind of
What?
a shame that it had to go that way.
It was just such a fucking waste.
I'm not mad at it because I understand why they did it, but still, it's a shame that they didn't do it. So,
Yeah.
alrighty.
Alrighty, so now let's move on to TLC. Like, we just act like that didn't happen.
Nothing happened. I mean, yeah, just don't worry about it. It's cool. We had a break.
Just
You already know the difficulties we have sometimes on the show, and really, it's all just something that you should totally excuse. Nothing happened.
no,
Nothing happened at all.
no.
It's cool.
All right, so let's. Wow, they have a Jeff Hardy picture on WWE.com. Okay,
Word.
so
That happened.
what the fuck is these matches? Okay, let's start with Ryback and Rusev. I didn't even know this match was happening.
Yeah, it was announced on Thursday. Definitely.
God, good planning, WWE. Do you want to go?
I mean, like, I don't know. Honestly, I mean, I would assume that
Do you care?
I assume that Ricev. I assume that
Rusev.
Rusev would win for the fact that he's in the League of Nations now, and they're doing absolutely nothing with Ryback since he's lost the title. So I mean, I can't really see Ryback winning this match at all. Uh, I'm sure it will be just the best match we've ever seen in the history of ever. So,
Oh God, yes, dude. Fucking 5 stars.
yeah,
All right, let's move on. Let's try to find another match. Hey, look what they're doing. They're doing something with Jack Swagger. Jack Swagger versus I wanted to re-up for the U.S. title. Now, I don't know if the match against Brock Lesnar and Alberto Del Rio is for the title, but they
Yes.
announced it.
Oh
They
wait, no, not with Brock. Yeah, not with
not
Brock.
Brock. I know this is, but I don't know. But they announced it as he's facing the U.S. champion. I would like to have Jack Swagger win, but I think Del Rio has this win.
Yeah, I agree too. I can't really see them having Swagger win, which is a shame because I don't think he's ever has he ever won the United States title? I don't think he has.
Yeah, yeah, he has.
Yes?
I think he has. He looks like a guy that has. He's faced people for too many times.
He should be a guy that has.
This is like his only time on TV this year.
Yeah, true. Very true.
So
On
I'm
a
I'm
main
just
TV.
I'm kind of I don't hate Swagger. I don't think he's a great wrestler. I don't think he's bad. Um, I'm just kind of glad they're doing something with him. So,
Mm-hmm.
but
Indeed.
at this point, it's like, why should we care?
I'm sure this will be a fantastic match as well for the fact that they just had such great chemistry in the past.
They do. And
I mean, don't you remember that classic at WrestleMania 29?
oh my God, that match wasn't bad for the time it went on. It was just they didn't get a lot of time.
And who could forget that classic I Quit match at Extreme Rules the following month?
What are you getting at, TR?
I mean, I'm just pointing out the classics, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
I forgot about that I Quit match. That was the weirdest thing ever.
I wish I could forget it.
You think it was that? You thought the matches were that bad?
I mean, it was okay, but the way that it ended was just not good at all. I think what they actually did was,
They should
I
have.
think,
They should have gave the title to Swagger at Mania.
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I mean, I don't
And then
know.
have Dolph cash in the next night. That would have made sense.
I wouldn't have done it to Swagger, though.
I
At
would.
least at that time, I wouldn't have done it to Swagger.
Yeah, I wouldn't either because Swagger went to Oklahoma. So there's that. That's really the only reason why I like Swagger.
Of course.
Um, by the way, college football playoff. Anyways,
Yep.
triple threat ladder match. I just found this out just now, actually.
Yo, going to
This
go on a limb, say this is going to be the match of the night, for
I'm
real.
going to say this too. We have two ladder matches, which, good God, we're gonna get so burned out. I'm gonna get so burnt. We're gonna get so burned out. I think this will start the show. Question mark?
I don't know. I was thinking about that too. I was like,
Because
I don't know.
we have two ladder matches. Oh my God, how do you fucking book this without getting people without making like one match just like dead air?
Yeah, very true. And then again, I would. Well, I guess we won't see the New Day in later on in the night. I guess we won't because I'm expecting. I know I'm jumping ahead just for a second, but I'm expecting like this insane cluster for the main event.
Really? You think so?
Yeah, but I'll talk about why in a second. But yeah, I mean, I guess you would start it with that one. I
Mm.
guess that would be the most exciting match of the show. I was thinking about starting it with tables match, which would make sense in my opinion. But then again, when you're talking about two ladder matches, I guess you would kind of spread them apart. So yeah, I guess you would.
Yeah. Well, New Day's gonna win.
Yeah, I agree.
It should be great. The teams in here should have good chemistry.
The match at SummerSlam is one that I want to point out because that was a great multi match with the New Day, and this one being a ladder match with arguably one of the most athletic ladder match combatants ever in Kofi Kingston. You're talking about the Lucha Dragons with also one of the most athletic teams, period, and the Usos who can pull their own really in anything at the moment. So,
Like
I
your
mean,
wrestlers.
yeah, I think this will be just. I'm so excited for that match. I really am.
But you
I
think
was
New
hoping
Day?
they would do this, and they're going to do it, and it's I'm so excited. This is gonna be a good match.
But you think New Day won?
Yeah, I think they will. I think they'll take the advantage of the numbers game too, because I'm 100% sure that Xavier's going to come in at some point.
Yeah.
If he's not in the match itself, I'm sure he will be, because I can't really see Big E not being in this match. But it would be funny
They'll
seeing
all be
Big E
in it
trying to
because
climb
why
ladder.
not? He'll
Yeah,
be on the
for
outside
sure.
at least. Let's move on to the Divas match. Charlotte
The
versus.
worst case scenario, I'll say this right now though, if they eject Xavier, that'll be worst case scenario for sure. I really hope they don't do it.
I cry every time.
Or they do like some shenanigans where like he just comes in anyway because there's qualification, which I can totally see as well now.
Yeah, you can't kick someone out because it's a ladder match. Like, all right. Anyways,
Good burp.
thanks.
A plus.
Charlotte versus Paige Divas match.
I mean, it's just a rematch of last month,
Charlotte's
really.
gonna win. We don't have to talk about it anymore.
I mean, I do want to talk about this, though. I think I talked
Shh.
about Becky Lynch last time we had a podcast. I really hope that Becky Lynch is getting a shot next. Really, really hope so. She got a tap out on SmackDown against Paige. It was a distraction, but it still led to a tap out.
It
So,
happened on SmackDown. It doesn't matter
yes,
until it happens on until it goes to USA. It doesn't matter.
on January 7th, right? Yeah, January 7th.
January something, yeah.
No,
So
wait, hold on. I think it's January. I don't know. Yeah, I think it is January
don't
7th.
speculate.
Okay.
Anyways,
Jeez.
we have a tables match. Is this elimination? This is elimination, correct?
Yes,
Okay.
it is.
Well then,
Yes.
ECW versus the Wyatts. Is it five? Oh, that's four.
Yeah,
I
4 and 4.
forgot how to count.
Mm-hmm.
You just agree with that. The Wyatts versus ECW. I
They are
like.
calling them the ECW originals here, too. A quartet of ECW originals.
Hmm,
Fun fact.
fun fact of the day.
I had no clue they were ECW originals.
I think the Wyatts they should win. The Wyatts should win.
I agree, for sure. It might even be a sweep. I wouldn't be mad at that, in all honesty.
Whoa! No, it's gonna be
That
back and
might be a bold
forth.
prediction.
I feel like Braun's gonna be like one of the first ones eliminated.
It might be through like some bull crap. Like,
But
remember
he's
that time the
getting
Big Show had a match with Cody Rhodes at Extreme Rules? I think it was 2012, and he like stepped in a table,
yeah.
and that caused a title change
Yeah,
of all things.
that's one thing that I like to forget myself because right after that became a big heel against John Cena.
Of course. Goodness me.
So good job, WWE.
I can't believe that transition. I didn't even realize that until now. Holy frick.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
He lost to Cody Rhodes by stepping through a fucking table and looking like
Losing
a
the title.
dumbass. And then he cried on Raw the next night, and then all of a sudden he's back and he's fucking gonna punch Cena in the. Anyways, let's move on. Okay, I'm done.
Oh my god.
We have two more matches to talk about.
Gosh, we're going through this like crazy.
Is
Holy
Tyler
frick.
Breeze and Dolph Ziggler having a match?
No, they had a match on SmackDown though. Breeze won. Yeah, Breeze won by super kick. Yes, he did. That was crazy.
I don't even know if I want to continue right
Yeah,
now.
I understand.
WCW, or I always say WCW because that's my next point. WWE is becoming WCW.
Gosh darn, that's a shame.
Yeah.
That is a freaking shame.
Maybe not to that extent, but still. Alright, fine. Intercontinental Championship match. Owens versus Dean Ambrose. It should be match of the night. It should be match of the night.
Yeah, I can also see that too. I mean, I'm sure this will be the best match in terms of actual wrestling quality. Uh, I no doubt in my mind that the most entertaining match is going to be the New Day, Lucha Dragons, and Usos. But
Wait,
this match is going to be fantastic in
hold
quality.
on 1 second.
Yes,
It doesn't say that this is a ladder match.
it is not.
It's not?
No, that's a regular match.
I thought this was supposed to be a ladder match.
No, I thought you were talking
Okay,
about.
never mind. I thought this was supposed to be a ladder match.
No,
The other thing was supposed to be a ladder match, and then the TLC one, and then they had the TLC later. Sorry, my bad. I was confused earlier.
you confused me too. I thought that was. I still understand your point in spreading out the ladder matches though.
Yeah,
Still,
so that's why that should be like first. I thought this was a ladder match. So that's why I said spreading them out. Because yeah. Oh, I gotta stretch it. Okay, Owens versus Dean. I think Owens wins.
I do too. I don't know how, but like I guess it would be shenanigans really, because I think this was going to the Rumble.
For show?
I think so.
Do you still think that they're gonna have Sami Zayn come back?
Yes.
I
Yes.
I mean, the storyline is perfectly laid out for them. You
That's
have
the point.
you have Sami Zayn. God, that was a nice delivery. Sami Zayn come back at the Royal Rumble, and he eliminates Kevin Owens, and they have a feud for the IC title for Mania. That's the easiest booking that you can do right now, WWE.
We talked about something earlier for WrestleMania though. What do you think about that? In that case,
What, Brock versus Owens?
yeah.
I mean, again, like I said, I'm not like opposed to it, but just how are you gonna do it?
You're not going to do it with Zayn in there. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Because Zayn is not winning that feud. If you're going with Owens and Lesnar and Zayn is the guy that's going to be beginning that, no.
I just say drop the whole Lesnar thing, but
I I wouldn't blame you, honestly, because I could easily see Lesnar in the Rumble.
yeah.
I don't want him there though, in all honesty, because
I'll
I
be honest. My pick about I think right after SummerSlam, I did picks for who was going to win the Rumble, and I thought Brock Lesnar was going to win the Rumble,
and yeah,
and
now think about it.
he was going to face Seth Rollins for the title, uh, or Seth Rollins or Roman Reigns, one of the two,
And
and
honestly, I'm about to say this too. Now that I think about it, the only way that I would accept Lesnar in the Rumble is if he comes in at number 30 and it's not advertised.
yeah.
I would love that.
Well, that's the thing is he's going to be advertised.
Yeah, probably.
You know
More
he
than likely.
is. Don't fuck with yourself. You know he is.
Probably.
Yeah, yeah.
Gosh, that would be so good if they didn't do that though. Because the only thing
Yeah.
is October, that would be incredible.
Well,
I would lose my mind if they did that.
well, he's gonna be in. He's gonna be advertised, but
Gosh, I would hate that though.
he's gonna.
You could spit all the talk you want after
Well,
that.
what is he gonna do at Rumble?
He can win.
Exactly.
He's gonna win, and that's why I'm like, if he's in the Rumble, that's a guaranteed win. He's not losing that match. And it's gonna be probably Brock.
He'll get eliminated by Mark Henry. Come on now.
He's also gonna be a surprise. He's gonna come in at 29, and Lesnar's gonna come out in 30. It's gonna come down to those two, and literally none of the Rumble would matter in that case. And you just have Henry. He pulls down the ropes.
We'll see you.
As like the smart cruiserweight that he is.
Henry's a smart cruiserweight.
Yeah.
See, here's the thing. Past Rumbles, the Rumble's supposed to be unpredictable. Past Rumbles, it is not.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's the thing. Anyways, we gotta get back. Owens versus Dean, the one match that doesn't have a stipulation besides Charlotte and Paige.
Which again, I'm not mad at that.
Wait.
Well, I guess Ryback and Rusev too, but
And
still.
Swagger and Del Rio.
Swagger and Del Rio is a chairs match.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Wow, so entertaining.
I hope they use Zeb's wheelchair. That would be cool.
Hey, it's a chair.
Del Rio just runs over Swagger for the win.
By God, he ran over.
He put it into the fifth gear.
He's going at full speed. Oh. Anyways, yeah. So.
Could you imagine if he actually did that, and then like after that, until he lost the title, like he replicates his car entrance with a wheelchair? Could you imagine that?
I don't want to.
I really want to. That's the funniest thing I've ever heard. He's honking the horn, or he has like an air horn, like a handheld one, as he comes out.
My God. I lost my train of thought.
Good, because that's exactly what I want to think about for the next 20 minutes.
Fucking great. Anyways, let's just move on to.
Wait, did we say who's gonna win?
I said Owens was gonna win. You said Owens was gonna win, right?
Yeah, I do think it will be Owens for. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I think it'll be Owens and Ambrose 3 at the Rumble, and they'll just double duty.
Hey, you know what I noticed though?
What?
They didn't call this TLCs.
Yeah.
Tables, ladders, chairs, and stairs.
I was really worried too because I was looking at the graphic really, really early into the build for the show, and they included the stairs one, and I was like, no, please.
Thank God they're not having a stairs match. Which, by the way, they tried to last year. Rowan and Show tried to put over that stipulation. Those are the best they could, but
you know what the screw up thing about that is though?
Yeah.
I could easily see Ryback and Rusev being a stairs match as of the kickoff show.
That's a kickoff show?
No, I mean, like, they'll announce that at the kickoff show.
Oh.
I feel like they could. Because the way that Ryback and Rusev really kicked off was that Lana took a bump off the stairs.
You're thinking way too deep into this, dude.
No, it makes sense, though, wouldn't it?
I mean, it would, but, like, you're thinking far ahead WWE's thinking.
I'm just like, I feel like they could totally do that. I hope they don't, though. I really hope not. Don't do that. Well, like, let's not talk about that again.
Okay, yeah.
I'm sorry about that.
Thanks for bringing it up.
I'm sorry.
Anyways, let's move on to the main event. TLC with tables, ladders, and chairs match. Roman Reigns versus Sheamus. You want to go?
I'll give you a question first.
Go ahead.
Are you looking forward to this match?
Maybe, kinda.
I don't
I
know.
think I think it'd be good because Sheamus can take them bumps.
Yeah, that's true.
He's known for taking them bumps. That's probably the one thing I like about him. And he's not a bad wrestler, but his character is so fucking bad. And Roman Reigns has had a pretty good year in terms of match quality.
Indeed. Very true.
So I think this match can be good, but I'm just worried that it's going to be just run down, if that makes sense. Like
Hmm.
you're just going to get so because remember last year with Dean and Bray, it was a great match, but like the crowd was dead, we were kind of dead. It was just because there was just so much shit that happened before it. So
The ending was abysmal too.
yeah, I think a lot of people are going to get involved. I could see Roman spearing Sheamus through a ladder. Why do I? I don't know why I have that spot in my mind, but
I could see that too.
I have that spot in my mind.
I wish they saved that spot on Monday for Sunday too, because that was a pretty innovative spot. I like that.
Hmm.
They essentially made like a fort around the ring, and they had the tables slanted on the aprons, and Roman jumps off the announce table to Sheamus to spear him in midair through the table that was like leaned on the apron. I thought that was a cool spot.
Yeah.
99% of the rest of that promo was terrible, but
To be
that's
honest, I only saw that part. I had,
don't
I didn't even watch Raw.
don't even go back and don't watch that promo. Don't.
The only thing other than that I saw from Raw was Sasha Banks and the New Day, or Team Bad and the New Day.
Oh yeah, I wonder why. I wonder why. I know exactly why.
Yeah, you know exactly why. Because it's the New Day. Not because I wanted to see some ass. Oh, did you? There were,
Yes, that's exactly what I implied. Yes, that's
yes.
exactly what you wanted
Okay.
to do, you
Yes.
son of a gun.
But it was on my Twitter feed, and I was like, "Oh, okay. I should probably watch this. Why is they're dancing?" But Big E tweeted to the Usos a GIF, and I was like, "Look to the left," and it was Naomi and Big E shaking their asses together. I just thought it was so funny. But yeah, so that's the thing. So, who do you have winning this match? I don't know. I don't know if you said that or not. To be
I'm
honest.
taking Sheamus in this match because I feel like I talked about this earlier, really briefly, but I think it'll turn into a cluster later on in the match where Rusev, Barrett, and Del Rio will all come in at some point, and it'll be too much in the end. That didn't prove to be the case. Like I think it was last SmackDown when Roman apparently beat all three of them at the same time. But I mean, that's the only thing I can see happening. It would make sense for Sheamus as a heel and as a leader of a really interesting faction, which I hope brings Rusev and Barrett back to prominence as well.
Nice
Um,
one. You know that this is not gonna last long. Come on.
I mean, and that's also why
This is not gonna last till Mania. Not even I wouldn't be surprised if this doesn't last to Rumble.
that's a good point too. And I was going to say, like, that's what I think is going to happen is that there's going to be so much of a cluster that they're going to actually have Roman get the rematch again at the Royal Rumble, and I think that might be a match that he would win. Um, but yeah, I think right now it'll probably be in a cluster like that, and I'll just have Sheamus win. It'll just be too much in the end. It reminds me a lot of Edge and the Undertaker at One Night Stand 2008, where
Yeah.
Lafayette came out and just it was too much in the end. I feel like that will happen here too. So
Yeah. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Uh, so I'm gonna go with Sheamus too.
mm,
Uh, I don't see I don't see Sheamus holding this till Mania though.
I don't either.
Maybe not even like I think he's gonna probably either lose at Rumble, lose it at Fastlane. Which, by the way, I might be going to the Raw after Fastlane.
Nice.
Just
On the
saying.
road to the Rumble.
On the
I
road,
see you.
on the road to the Rumble.
Oh, is it Mania? Gosh darn
Mania.
it.
I don't think I'm going to Mania though.
Yeah.
Sadly, I might have gone to one of the college football playoffs because it was going to be in Dallas, and I'm an
Hmm.
Oklahoma fan. But they decided no, we're going to play Miami. So I was like, God damn it!
That's booty.
That made me mad.
That's booty.
Mm.
It needs to be in AT&T.
Yeah, it was sad. I still call it Cowboy Stadium though.
Yeah, I do too. I called it that earlier. I was
Cause
like,
like
wait, is AT&T?
yeah, like cause like I remember I took a tour there. I took a tour of the stadium when my
Hmm.
family was in Dallas, and it was called Cowboy Stadium. And literally the last day we were there, they changed it to AT&T Stadium. I was like, okay, all right, I see how you are, but yeah. So, anyways, yeah. So I probably won't go to Mania, like I said I might have, but I'm probably gonna go to that Raw. Anyways, so yeah, it's gonna be interesting though. I think it'll be a good match though. But I'm not excited for this match or this pay per view.
One of the things I was really worried about at the Cell was that I felt like Bray and Roman would be really at a heavy task when trying to innovate things in the Cell, and they did a good job of that. And I hope that happens here too with uh, Sheamus.
Yeah, I hope it's not just a spot fest though. If that makes sense.
Mm.
Cause like, which I mean, it was a good match, but they did that cool spear with the table on the edge of the cell.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was crazy.
yeah. So I guess now we're done with TLC, done with Takeover London. We talked probably less about TLC than we did about London. So
We blazed through TLC. That
yeah,
was pretty intense.
yeah. But should we talk about some of our favorite matches from this year?
We should. I think so. I think it's
I
time.
have a top 15 list, but I don't want to reveal all top 15.
What exactly are we going to reveal?
That's the thing I'm trying to think.
I'm going to reveal my top five.
Okay, I'll do my top 5 10.
Okay.
And
Uh,
you'll see my top 15 and my top 15 matches of 2015.
you will not see any of my top five. Actually, you will see one of my top five,
All
obviously.
right, so how about we do this? You
Mm.
say my 5, you say your 5, I say my 5, and you say your 4, I say my 4, and we go on like that. Okay?
Okay.
So we can go in depth with each match. So you want to start with your number 5?
Yeah, and I also we should also point out the fact that mine isn't necessarily just WWE. Yours is.
Mine is, I didn't think of mine for non WWE. So,
Yeah, so mine's is like purely based on like everything, just about. So I mean, like my number five was from ROH. It was Lethal versus Briscoe for the
mm,
world title and the TV title.
amen.
Uh, that was a match that you came in with a story of the century. You had one of the biggest guys in ROH running train on everyone with the television title, and Jay Lethal winning. I think he must have had it for like 400 some days at the time. And you're looking at Jay Briscoe, who was the world champion at the time, who wasn't pinned for the past 2 years. So something has to give when both titles are on the line. And it was awesome to see Jay Lethal win that. And also the aftermath with actually going with honor for someone who's such a heel in Jay Lethal. I thought they had a really, really good match, a really intense match that you really didn't know who was going to win. But in the end, that was just awesome. And it really set the tone for one of the things that was Cena and Seth, in my opinion, too. Which was like, I think like a month or two later, which is also the title of a title. So
Hey, I
I
wonder
thought
where
that
they
was
got
awesome.
that from.
Yeah, I know, right? Pretty interesting. Not
Yeah.
gonna lie. I'm kidding.
Okay. So again, mine is all WWE. Um, so you fucking cheated, I guess. I don't know. Uh, but mine's only WWE because I think that's harder to do. It's harder
Mm.
to just think about one. I could go on everything and I could include in New Japan and whatnot, but yeah. So mine's only WWE. So my number 5 is Kevin Owens versus John Cena at Elimination Chamber. My God, you want to talk about a fucking match just that puts someone on the map right away? This match right here, it probably the best match between it's the best match versus Cena and Owens. And they had a great match, Money in the Bank, but this match just set the tone. I mean, you want like this is what WWE should do now. They should have great matches like this. There wasn't really like a huge story to it. I mean, there was, but it wasn't anything that was gripping. It was just Kevin Owens versus John Cena. You knew their matches were going to be great, and then entertain people for weeks. And I, I don't know what else to say. This match was fantastic. Um,
One of the things that was so great about that match as well is that nothing was on the line at all. To your
mhm,
credit, again, like you were talking about how simple it was. It was just two guys who were really good and just like one guy who had something to prove, and one guy who was just on like I would say one of the most insane moments in his career, really, with John Cena going through the Open Challenge, which is one of my favorite moments of the entire year.
Yeah.
So that was also one of the reasons why I put Cena really in my top 5 of wrestlers in the year as well. So, but yeah, definitely, I agree 100% on that one.
What's your number 4?
My number 4 was that one was outside of WWE as well. It was in New Japan. I don't think there was a match that. Well, I guess it would be one of the matches that a lot of people will look at from New Japan. It was Anma versus Ishii at New Beginning in Sendai.
Amen.
That match was just like, I mean, me personally, I love a really good fight. And when I say fight, I mean like just a brawl. Like nothing is going on but just beat down after beat down, potato. That match was, if you like just two guys beating the crap out of each other for a title, you one of the best matches that you'll see all year. Honestly, they did it again later on in the year, but this one to set the tone and just one of the most brutal matches. Just one of the most intense things. And you look at it with Hanma too. Like that's a guy who really. You look at WWE jobbers and you look at Hanma, and it's one of the most insane things in terms of comparison. Because Hanma is literally getting over by just losing everything.
Yeah.
Like everyone's clamoring for him to be a champion at Wrestle Kingdom 10 upcoming now. So I mean, like he's over from literally losing, and he did everything he could to beat Hanma, and he couldn't do it. But in the end, one of the best matches I've ever seen all year.
100% agree. And then my number 4 for WWE, Bayley versus Sasha Banks, NXT Takeover, respect. The 30-minute Iron Man-woman match, they want to call it. My fucking God, what a match, man. I mean, where do I begin? I mean, like, I remember my friend told me, like, how are they going to go 30 minutes? Like, are they going to be able to go for 30 minutes and still be entertaining? I'm like, well, they went for 20 minutes at Brooklyn. So add 10 more minutes, and I think it'll be pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
The storytelling in this match with the arm, working on the arm with, it was like because Sasha went after Bayley's hand, went after Bayley's hand in Brooklyn, and now it was the reverse opposite here. The storytelling, the close calls, there's that one point where Bayley went for that reverse Frankensteiner, I think it's what it's called, from the top rope.
Yeah.
And Sasha laying on her feet, and then went for the Bayley to belly, and she kicked out. And then Sasha Banks dove out of the ring. Bayley caught her for Bayley to belly, and then Sasha, being the amazing heel that she is, you couldn't tell now from watching the main roster, but fucking, she went after. Why can't Izzy's?
Yeah, Izzy.
Izzy fucking trolled Izzy, made her cry. I mean, just such a great match, man. NXT's so goddamn. It's probably one of the probably the best wrestling promotion right now, in my opinion. There's a lot besides like PWG, man. This is fantastic. I don't know. I mean, like I could watch these two go after it all the time.
Oh man, I really hope they do that at WrestleMania 2 someday.
Yeah.
On a really high level match at WrestleMania, I could definitely see that. It's going to be the sight to see.
Oh yeah. What's your number 3?
Number 3, and actually, I'll also say this too: the top 3 do come out of WWE. So this is a complete difference here.
Because, to be honest, I could talk about the Jay Briscoe one and the Jay Lethal, because that was a fantastic match. I remember watching it live, but the other match, I've only heard of it. I saw highlights of it though, so
yeah. Oh man.
And I haven't watched it fully though, so yeah. What's your number 3?
Yeah, number 3 on the list is Lesnar versus Reigns, WrestleMania 31.
No fucking way.
Yeah.
Me too.
Oh man.
That's my number 3 too. So I guess we can talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's my number 3 too. Go ahead. Talk about it first.
That one is just an awesome one. And also, one of the things that was so great about last year was that one of my favorites was Lesnar and Cena. It kind of replicated the same thing. Also really the same fact that Reigns just kind of Like it's insane kind of comparing Reigns and Cena in that case when you're looking at Cena who got completely dominated. Reigns took the same thing but literally laughed it off
Yeah.
and also brought it in and just kept going and going and going. It's one of the most heroic things I think I've ever seen Reigns do. And just keep staying in there and just have really, I would probably say, the best performance against Brock Lesnar ever on the biggest stage. But also, you got to talk about the fact that nobody really knew who's going to win that match at all. I think a lot of people expected Reigns to win that match because a lot of people saw him that his time was coming. But Brock Lesnar at the time was one of the biggest, actually the biggest monster going on, period. You can't really stop Brock Lesnar at that point when you're talking about Reigns as the highest peak period of his career. But then you have the match. It's pretty crazy. It's intense. And then you throw Rollins in the mix, which is one of the insane things that nobody literally predicted at all. Nobody knew you could actually do it inside of a match. And you do it in the end. You have Reigns take the fall. And you also have, I know that this really isn't a moment that a lot of people remember this match happening, but you have Rollins literally saying thank you during the pin, which is one of the most insane things I've ever heard, period.
He
It
said
just
that
bringing all the, yeah. He said thank you so much when he took the fall
when
to
Reigns
Rollins,
did.
to Reigns, yeah. Because remember, I think the dirt sheet going around at the time was Reigns was the man to win until like hours before Mania, and they pulled Rollins in, and like it's crazy knowing that all of that happened all in the same day.
But then I think Reigns had to know that he's obviously getting more titles in the future. So
I think that will happen too, for sure. The one that he won at Survivor Series is not going to be the last at
no,
all.
doesn't
Not,
count. Doesn't count.
but
Um,
man, that was just insane. It was intensity with actual added intensity in the match too,
the,
and it's one of the things that you can't really reach in this year.
the thing that made that match so great was that you didn't want Roman Reigns to win.
Mm,
So anytime he got any offense in or any pinfall, it was like you have close calls, and then you have this. Like this was just like some of the close, and Brock did a great job of kicking out to like the last possible second that he could.
yes, it's
Like
so insane.
to get like when he kicked out, it was just such like a oh my god, like you were just like on the edge of your seat for like that. Like of course it was Brock. It was Brock dominating in for like the whole first match, part of that match, and then all of a sudden Reigns gets the moves in like Cena would do. But the
Mm.
thing is, like, you don't want Reigns to win. Like, he's the last person you ever want to win. So, it was like even worse. It was worse than any Cena match. It's worse than any Reigns match now. I mean, it was so crazy. And then and then you think Roman Reigns is gonna go for another spear. Brock Lesnar picks him up for the F5, and then once Seth Rollins' music hit, my fucking god.
You're losing your mind. Like, what do you do in that moment?
I literally me and my friend just got up and just started yelling yes. Just
Yeah.
started yelling yes. And I actually, when Rollins won, I actually gave him a hug. I was
That's
like,
awesome.
oh my gosh, thank God. Yeah, it was insane. Like after that, like I just watched people upload reactions to it,
Mhm.
so I just watched that for like the whole night. It was just so good.
I'm starting to get into UFC too, and I saw Dan Cormier with his live reaction like inside the stadium. That's one of my favorite videos going
Oh
on
yeah.
too. That was so great. And like I know that they're also going to erase all of the curb stops from history, but that's when I can't imagine that with the pedigree, like with the
Oh
curb
yeah.
stop that would how. Oh man, that was
And the
this
way
amazing.
Brock sold that, dude.
Yes, he sold it perfectly every single time. Every time.
He's a fan. He's a great seller, man.
I
Oh,
absolutely loved it.
and then like what made it this even great was like Seth hits one curb stomp, and you're like, okay, pin. And he's like, no, I can't. It's
Yeah,
fucking Brock Lesnar. He's getting
yeah.
up already. He
It's
goes
like
for the
that. Seeing
second
the
one.
Hostess.
He
Yeah.
goes for the second one. He picks him up for a five. You're like, oh shit! And then Reigns comes in. You're like, no! And then you see Rollins is still up, and you're like, yes! He hits it with the curbs. It's just such a play on emotions. They booked it so right. It was just oh.
one of the rare times you'll see someone actually go like, okay, we have to book this within like a couple hours. How are we going to make this happen? And it was the perfect ending.
It was
Everyone looked
perfect.
amazing in that. Everyone.
Yeah, it didn't. It made Roman look strong because he had to take like four F5s and like a
Yes.
curb stomp, and then it made Brock look strong because he didn't even get pinned.
Mhm.
So yeah, who I think our ones and twos are the same.
I think they are too.
What's your
I
number
think they are
two?
too.
What's your number two?
My number two, and I'll mention this also. This is the video that I had to make. It'll come out pretty soon, and I already have it done. I'm actually pretty excited to put it out. But this is not my actual match of the year. This is someone else's match of the year that we had a vote, and this came out as the match of the year. Number two, and I also feel like this is probably going to match it. It's Bayley and Sasha from Brooklyn.
Yep. Fuck.
I knew it. So
I,
I know exactly what our number one
yeah,
is.
I think we know what our number one, but let's talk about number two real quick.
Yeah, Bailey Sasha from Brooklyn. I'll also talk about this too. I had to kind of go back and really go through everything that happened with Bailey and Sasha for the video, and I can see exactly why it was voted match of the year because it was just the story leading up to it added such a great dimension to Brooklyn. Like it was just an incredible story when you're looking at Bailey coming all the way up and you're seeing her getting passed up for everyone else that's going up to the main roster. When arguably, really, I would say that she had one of the best characters that easily could have been jumped into the main roster. I guess, again, hopefully it was booked well in the future, but
Mm.
she was one of the most ready people, in my opinion, for the main roster. And she's just getting hopscotch and jumps from Charlotte, from Becky, and you're seeing the storyline of her literally just failing and not making it and not making it. And you get into the biggest stage of NXT history in Brooklyn. You have two of the best women really in the company, period, in my opinion, having just a masterful match. It was absolutely insane. I think really, I also believe that we predicted this earlier in the year that I think everybody knew that Sasha was going to win, or Bailey was going to win that match. In my opinion, it was just the perfect timing. There was no other way to do it, and just despite all of that, that was just a fantastic, fantastic match. It was the best blow off period to one of the great stories of the year.
Yeah.
So I love that match 100%. Going back and editing it, seeing it first is one thing. Going back and looking at it time and time again after such amount of time has passed, I definitely know exactly why it's match of the year from the voting perspective. And it's definitely, I think it's perfect for being number two, in my opinion, for one of the best in the year.
Of course, I won't agree that it is the best because it's my number two. But yeah, this man, I actually watched the Respect and I watched the Brooklyn one back to back because I wasn't sure which one was better.
Hmm.
And there's a reason why this one is. Both of their matches are in my top five. Obviously, they're obviously great matches, but there's a reason why this is number two, man. I mean, everyone wanted Bailey to win. Uh, for the most part, I don't think I met someone that didn't want Bailey to win.
How
I
can you hate Bailey?
I know,
Really?
right?
I don't know how you can hate her.
I mean, like she's like the opposite of John Cena. Like John Cena, how could you like that person? With Bailey, how could you hate her? Yeah, my God, I don't know what else to say that has you haven't said.
Mm.
I
Yeah,
mean, it's
it was a match
just
that left me speechless. Seriously.
I know. I remember after the match, fucking freaked out, man. I was watching on my iPad because my laptop wasn't working, so I had to watch on my iPad
Mm.
on the network app, and it was still just as amazing as it would have been on any other screen, man. It was so good. I mean, I liked that one spot where Bailey was like, she had Sasha on the ropes or whatever. She like picked her up, and Sasha landed on her feet, and she was like, "Fuck you." She did Bailey belly. She had the same thing to respect, but of course, the finale to this match is some of the just the best thing I think I've ever seen in my life.
It
Best
left
finish.
Roman crying.
Oh my God,
It left Roman crying.
you
Seth
you.
Rollins cried in the crowd.
Oh, I thought you said you. I thought you cried.
I did.
Oh God.
I did. I teared up a little bit. I did. I'm not gonna lie.
And then with the four horsewomen at the end, it was great,
Just
man. So yeah, that I There's not. You already said like everything that I was gonna say, so
I mean, like, it's just,
it's hard to talk about greatness.
it's so incredible. It deserved every single bit of adoration, and it's just such a lovely match. It
Yeah.
was beautiful.
Now I think we know what our number one is.
Yeah, definitely. I thought this was going to be your number one when we talked about it earlier in the year too. I'm looking forward to seeing how you edit this one. It's definitely Seth Rollins.
I already did. I have edited it.
Oh yeah, true. That's a good
And
point. Yeah.
well, I've edited in like a new school thing, but it got blocked. It's on my Daily Motion. People,
Sons of guns.
check
And you
it
know
out.
what? I was starting to roll out my year in review stuff too, and I was putting out a tag team of the year, which was obviously New Day. It was going to be another reel, and they blocked it.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
gosh,
that's but like the thing is, like it's a new school like highlight.
yeah.
I actually put a lot of time and effort into
Hmm.
it, and I use effects and everything. They're like, no, fuck you. But it's gonna be interesting to see how I do edit it for my finale. So you are correct, Mundo. But I'll put a link in the description for people who want to watch it. And hold on, in the Skype. Uh,
Hey!
but anyways, yeah, man, fucking Brock Lesnar, Seth Rollins, John Cena.
Just, I mean, like,
Fucking God, like people who say this match is not good, you can go fucking kill yourself.
oh my
Go kill
gosh.
yourself. I'm not even kidding. Jump
Oh,
off the Golden Gate Bridge. Like
goodness me.
there's only 19 people that have survived that. 1%. So go jump off it.
He brought the statistic.
You know how I know that is because I was watching a video of on Facebook. Because Facebook is all Facebook is now. It's just people that share videos of fucked up shit. And
What?
yeah, that's what Facebook is at this point.
Oh my
And
gosh.
so it was like an interview with someone who survived jumping off the Golden Gate Bridge, and he was like, only 19 people have survived, 1%. And I was like, okay, well now I know that for future reference. Anytime
I
I
guess I
know
learned
that.
something there. That
So
was such a
yeah,
great stat.
I just made everyone's day right now. But yeah, man, if you don't like this match, go kill yourself. Uh, this match is fucking fantastic, man.
It's so
It's
great.
it's probably my favorite triple threat match of all time.
Yeah, it's up there for me, for
It's
sure.
one of my favorite matches of all time, man. And
Hmm.
the sad thing is though, it's it's covered by this fucking mess of shit around it
Hmm.
called the Royal Rumble pay-per-view.
Hmm.
The thing is though, that match was so fucking good, it saved the pay-per-view for me. When I
Yeah.
look back on it right now, yes, the Royal Rumble match was one of the worst. You have this ultimate high of one of the best matches WWE has ever had to the ultimate fucking low of the one of the worst Royal Rumble matches WWE has ever put out.
Yup. Yup.
Oh my god, this match was so good. I mean, Seth. I mean, it's just. I mean, I don't know what to say about it.
One of the things that I'll kind of try and explain my reasoning for it. I know that
Let me just say
really.
this. Let me say this before you
Yeah.
go.
Okay. Go ahead.
This match made Seth Rollins a fucking main eventer.
Exactly what I was gonna say.
I had to say it before you did.
Gosh darn it. Well, yeah. Sure.
I
I
didn't
guess
even know if you
that's
were gonna
so.
say it or not, but I said it.
Yeah, I was gonna say that really before even this match, we go back to the contract signing where you had Seth Rollins going toe to toe with Paul Heyman on the mic. That happened.
Yeah.
He went back and forth and actually succeeded, which is something that you can't really say for people outside of The Undertaker. Really. I mean, like, someone who can actually shut up Paul Heyman
Well,
is...
Undertaker could do it by chokeslamming him, but
Yeah, true. Very true. Yeah, he did put him in a chokehold before WrestleMania 30. That's a good point. I do understand that reference,
yeah.
definitely. But yeah, like, from that, also going over and coming out on top, bless you, being the Money in the Bank winner, putting every threat up out there, putting over the curb stomp, which is, again, like, it was a crime that they had to take that away because that was I think that was the most dangerous finisher in the WWE, in my opinion.
Well, according to them, it is the most dangerous because it gives them concussions. So.
Also true, very true. Yes, that's a good point. But from right there in that contract signing out into the match where John Cena also performed very well. Again, that was awesome. It was the beginning of, actually it was a continuation of Seth and Cena's chemistry where they just had a really, really great point in that match. to the point where Brock Lesnar started off already having a two-handed German on J&J, immediately taking them out. That was awesome. Seth Rollins pulling out the Phoenix Splash for the first time, having that jumping elbow to the announce table, taking out Brock Lesnar. There wasn't a dull moment in this match at all. Like, it never stopped as soon as it started. From A to B to the pinfall, literally just nonstop awesomeness. You can't say, like, I don't understand people who didn't like that match.
Yeah.
It was just,
You know Tux Rules? You know that guy? Tux?
Yeah.
He said the match was overrated. So,
Oh, man.
Tux, I know you're not listening to this because you barely speak English. But go kill yourself. Actually, we do HL Society together, so don't kill yourself because you're like the best editor.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to work with anyone else over there.
That was awesome. But yeah, I'll also put this out too. One of the things that was so crazy is that it made one of the best Raws of the year too, because the next night they had to show that match again for free.
Yeah.
So, there's no reason that you should have missed that match, in all honesty.
No, this match was absolutely fucking fantastic. If you have not seen this match, what are you doing with your life?
It's on Dailymotion for free in HD.
I edited it. Like, come on.
I can give you the link if you want it. Like, we'll put the link in the description. Do it. Do it. I love it. Like, please,
I'll put
because
my video and I'll put the match in.
I don't want you to have an excuse after this podcast. If you've made it this far, thank you for your view, by the way. But
and if you've made it this far, you probably have seen it. But if you haven't, you are fucking watching it.
It's just one of the best things. Like,
This is probably the best match I've ever seen in my life.
It's one of my favorite matches of all time. Seriously.
The whole build-up, yeah. I've said that. Great. Whatever. Okay. the one of the best fucking top turnbuckle to elbows to the tables I've ever seen in my life. The way he bounced off of Lesnar. He fucking hit it and it was like a goddamn trampoline. Like,
no one has put Brock Lesnar down for that long, by the way. Can we point that out?
Well, who? Yeah.
Brock Lesnar was laid out for a pretty good,
I don't think anyone else has elbowed him through a table. So
yeah, true. Yeah. Also true.
But
just Seth came out looking like a superstar, and that's a lot of the reason why that match was just so crazy. You're looking at someone who was just he had a great spotlight in the first place, coming out of the Shield, taking them out. That was cool. That's all cool. He was in the Shield as probably one of the most prolific guys in there too. Mm-hmm. So I mean, yeah, cool. He was a main event guy, but he was talking about someone who was set to be the champion from the get-go right there. Like, that was pointing out the case that he was going to be a legit champion. No, but everyone's going to talk about the fact that he was probably booked, I guess, poorly for the fact that he didn't really have clean wins, blah, blah, blah. He had to have help every single time he won, blah, blah, blah. You can't deny that he was just a superstar from that moment on. Just, it was so great.
I mean, he kind of got help with J&J, but...
Yeah.
They got German suplex and then double A8.
Yeah. Yeah. That's oh my gosh, that's such a great match. It's so good.
Is it sad that I'm watching my video right now?
No, it's not sad at all.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, is it... And the Phoenix Splash.
Yes. The first time we saw the Phoenix Splash, the one of 3 all year.
The only one he's hit. And
that's also true. Yeah.
He didn't really even hit it.
Actually, one of 4, I guess, right? Because I guess it was that one. It was one at SummerSlam and one at Night Champions, and the one he tried at WrestleMania too. So I guess he didn't really hit that one at WrestleMania.
He tried one at Elimination Chamber.
Yeah. True.
He tried it a lot of times. Come on now. He tried on Raw too.
Well, against Cena.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I guess this is a good time to kind of go into honorable mentions too. I also want to talk about the fact that, and also, should we go over Wrestler of the Year too?
Sure.
Because I'll point that out right now. I'll point out my top 5. I'll just run it down because I know we're going crazy on time. But my top 5 was Lethal, Lesnar, Nakamura, Cena, and Wrestler of the Year was Seth Rollins.
Oh,
Partly because of that match, also partly because of all the accomplishments that he had all year, becoming champion, really not really losing it at all, having the championship on top of having the U.S. championship at the same time, having a match with Sting of all people, and actually retaining and winning that match after losing to Cena. Just
even though he lost to Cena, never should have.
yeah, still, but like
Oh my
just
god, that fucking double AA, Joey Mercury, fucking, how is he alive?
dude, how are you gonna ask that after 2006 when he took that bump off the ladder?
Oh, I know.
I don't know how he's still going to this day.
You mean where he fucked up his face?
It took half his face off, basically. Like, but
That was
just like,
brutal, dude.
and yeah. Again, I'll go ahead and talk about my honorable mentions. Of course, Owens and Cena had a great match all the time. Really,
Oh, I could go 10, I can go 10. I
yeah,
go
true.
10
That's also
honorable
true.
mentions.
Yeah,
I could name them all on my top 15 off. It would kind of
yeah.
ruin
Because
my.
like I was mainly just making the case for Seth being Wrestler of the Year,
Yeah.
honestly.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
think.
because like,
Fuck it. I'm gonna name my top 15 off
go ahead.
like honestly, nobody watching this is gonna care, and not it's not gonna get not all those 200,000 people that saw my top 10 in 2014 that are waiting for my top 50, waiting for my best of this year is not watching this. So my top 15. Number 15 got Daniel Bryan versus Roman Reigns at Fastlane. Number 14 got Seth Rollins versus Dean Ambrose versus Randy Orton versus Roman Reigns at Payback. 13 Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins at Raw. Uh,
Which one?
Forget which the date was, but it was when they also had Sami Zayn versus Cena.
In Montreal.
Yes.
Was that the one? That was before.
That
Yeah,
was
that
the
had to
one
be before
Payback.
yeah, yeah,
That
yeah.
was the one that got Dean Ambrose into the main into the
That was a great match.
great match. Finn Balor versus Adrian Neville, NXT Takeover rival.
Mm-hmm.
Number 11 is Sasha Banks versus Becky Lynch, NXT Takeover Unstoppable. Number 10 is Cena versus Owens and Money in the Bank. Number 9 is the Fatal 4-Way Women's Match, NXT Takeover rival. Number 8, Seth Rollins versus John Cena at SummerSlam. Besides the finish, it was
Yeah.
a fantastic match.
Mm-hmm.
Number 7, Brock Lesnar versus The Undertaker at Hell in a Cell.
Yes, I wanted to put that one out too because that was a fantastic match. I love that one.
Number 6, Cesaro versus John Cena at Raw in Chicago.
Both of those were match of the year contenders in my opinion.
But the one in Chicago was better.
Yeah.
And then the top 5 we just went over. So, yeah.
The ones that I want to go over a little bit, Sasha and Becky was a fantastic match.
Amen.
That would have made my top 10 easily if I had actually made a top 10.
Mine is number 11, so fuck you.
Another match that I really want to point out, again, talking about Seth Rollins versus Dean Ambrose in that ladder match in Money in the Bank, I thought was really good. I remember you saying that, I think you had said in our review of it, that it was a little too long, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
I thought that was just a war, in all honesty. That was a fantastic match.
Oh, it was a great match, but it was like 30 minutes fucking long.
Yeah.
And, which, by the way, I'm glad that they gave him that much time.
Mm-hmm.
But there was just so much downtime in that match. It was just, like, ridiculous. It needed another match in there to... If it went 20 minutes or so, perfect. So, yeah.
I think that was also a really good blow-off for the entire feud, too. Because they didn't go anywhere after that, which was good. That was a good way to end it.
It'd be a great... if you didn't watch the show and you watched the highlights of it, it would be great.
That would have been highly real. Goodness me, I wish I could have edited that.
I wish you could have edited everything, but you fucking retired for a while, so.
Essentially, yeah. And also, I want to put that out too, because I'm making a video for Show of the Year. So I guess I will do another pay-per-view highlight eventually.
I think I know what it is.
You probably should
You
at this
should
point.
know.
Yeah.
There's only really 2 good pay-per-views this year, so.
Yeah, and another match I want to point out, Seth Rollins versus Neville on TV, which is a great open challenge match for the title. Yeah. I love that match a lot. I think that has to be the best match that Neville's ever had on the main roster. Yeah. It has to be. I thought the match was John Cena as well.
Yeah, they really convinced you that Neville might have won because remember he hit that thing, that red arrow.
He hits it, yeah.
And then, but it's like you don't even notice it until they show it afterwards that his foot was on the rope.
That match is over, and he just pulled him too hard. That was oh, we were running into a Jericho Triple H segment in that
Yeah,
one. That was so crazy. I love that moment.
it was a great match. Uh, but yeah. So we've gone an hour and 29 minutes and 37 seconds.
That's understandable. After all we ran through, I
Yeah.
was expecting it. I was like, we gotta go through review stuff. We gotta go through freaking Survivor Series for a second. We gotta take it back to London for that one, and we had to go through TLC. So I think we came out pretty good on that one. Usually we go pretty far
Yeah.
for just
I
like two
find it
things.
funny that with Titan we went like 30 minutes. With us two we go an hour. It's ridiculous. Like with three people you think you would go longer, but nope. You go
Mm,
shorter, I guess. But
good.
that's my top 15, his top 5, my top 15 WWE. I kind of ruined my video, but it's not that big of a deal.
Who's your wrestler of the year? I don't think you said that.
I said Seth Rollins.
Okay, yeah, I think so too. Yeah,
No,
for sure.
it's gonna be John Cena.
Seriously though, seriously, ever since he had that match with Rusev at Payback, honestly, I thought he had a really, really good, consistent showing all the way up to before Del Rio. Because Del Rio, I didn't think that was a great match, but like
No, it's 7 minutes.
he had a really good run with the title, in my opinion. That was an awesome run. Seriously,
Has Del Rio hit the crossbar yet, or cross arm breaker, whatever it's called?
I think he has. I don't know if he's won with it though. I know. Wait, he might have won the quarterfinal with it. I think he beat. No, because I think he was using is that like jumping double
Mm.
stomp. I think he beat Stardust and Kalisto with that.
With the double stomp.
Yeah.
Do you watch SmackDown?
Yes,
I'm sorry.
I do. I'm sorry. Look,
Anyways,
seriously, seriously. Becky Lynch beating Paige and making her tap was really good on SmackDown. Not gonna lie.
again, it's on SmackDown, so no one cares.
I'll put this out too, though. She does have the smoke entrance now. That's a regular entrance, which is
Becky,
great. Yeah,
good.
that's really good.
Honestly, I didn't even watch Raw this week, so.
Can
Uh,
we talk about the opening match? I know a lot of people are really.
oh, I saw that, and I saw a picture where it was like, we need to think of ideas for Raw. And we put
Yeah,
six-man tag match, and I'm like, and then 16, and then like, oh my god.
that's such a good photo. It was so good. I'm not gonna lie though, seriously, it started out really good. It started out with the League of Nations coming out, and then it wasn't Roman or anyone like that. Bray comes out and interrupts the League of Nations, which is really weird. Everybody lost their mind, but then they added the other two, and I was like,
Yeah.
okay, cool.
And it was
I
like, oh, yeah, they're not going face.
I didn't think that was a bad match though,
I remember,
honestly.
yeah, but I remember my friend was like, well, see, they eliminated the Wyatts fucking right away, which is
Yeah,
dumb. But
that's
they were
true.
like, my friend was like, Wyatt's turning face? Oh, never mind.
Ah,
Anyways,
started.
you have anything to shout out, man, before we go?
The year in review stuff is coming. I do almost have TLC video done too. So I'm busy working for these videos, which is ridiculous. I
Yeah.
should retired.
You're retired, goddammit.
I hope I can at least get the tag match or the tag team of the year video out to you soon. I put it on Daily Motion, so hopefully the other videos won't get blacklisted when I put them on YouTube. I'm excited to put out the match of the year stuff.
By the way, you change your titles. Does that actually like unblock them, or like you change the title of the video?
It was working with the Daily Motion. It wasn't working with the New Day one when I tried to change that title. But uh, that's what I've been changing them to for Daily Motion. So
Hmm.
I've changed them that way. I don't know if it'll. I might change the TLC one. I
I
might
just keep
make a,
mine. I just keep mine regular on Daily Motion too. So
I might make that one regular. Daily Motion isn't as insanely on copyright as YouTube.
no, but I actually got a video blocked from WWE on Daily Motion, which I was
Gosh,
surprised. I was like, what? That's a thing? Anyways, so for people, I guess I have like fucking 4 videos I need to do, man.
I do too.
I'm probably gonna be doing TLC highlights with for HL Society. Probably, I don't know. I might have to tell talks. No, fuck you. Because I have too much other shit. I'm done with school, thank God.
Yes.
Yesterday was my last day,
Hey.
finals, so that was fun. Uh, and then what else? Well, I have a competition for the MV Zone video I have to do by December 27th,
Nice.
and I also have top 15 matches. and the MV Zone one's gonna take me fucking forever because I
Yeah.
barely have got it done. So that's good. A good start, and it's for the movie music video title. So
That's a big one.
I'm kind of trying to make a good video.
You
So
should probably focus on that.
yeah, probably should more than anything. So if I don't have a top 15 matches by the end of this year, I'm sorry. Okay, I don't give a fuck. I'm working on other shit.
Lol.
Lol.
Break that joint down.
uh, man, and also with holidays and whatnot. Yeah.
I'm probably
So
gonna put all my stuff down at that point too. Honestly, I have the
I
year review, the match of the year, the show of the year, and wrestler of the year to do. I already have match of the year, but I just haven't put it out yet.
I should just do that, man.
Yeah,
Why don't I do this top 15 shit, man?
dude, imagine how I felt when I had to do like 12 videos for the final 2 days of December. I like that's one of the things that's like I love the fact that nobody else is doing that, honestly. But that was intense in
What?
2013.
Why do you do this?
I don't know. I do it for the people.
But you didn't even like. I remember in a Skype call, and it was like the first time I ever talked to you, and like you didn't even have the first video done, and it was supposed to be, and you're supposed to upload it like the next day, and you had
Yep.
like none of the videos. I was like, I thought you were gonna, I thought you had like them like all done. And you're like,
Nope.
nope, I'm still editing them. I was like, oh my
Nope.
god, what the fuck?
Yeah, I'm a little better about that now. I kind of at least have a plan for the wrestler of the year one. The match of the year one is done. Tag team of the year is done. And a TLC one I'm hoping to put out tonight. Hope.
Well, yeah, I won't have anything out because I have to fucking work. Anyways, uh, yeah. So, that's all I have to say. I guess some shout outs real quick. Check out, like I said earlier, go to my Daily Motion. It's called The Consequence. Brock Lesnar versus Seth Rollins versus John Cena.
I'm gonna watch
My
that right in a second.
my Daily Motion is called HEW2 Production. So go check that out. Also, if you're subscribed to the HL Society, I have other highlights that we did that I re-upload it to that. And I uploaded like 15 seconds because like the video got blocked on YouTube, so I wanted to upload on Daily Motion, but I also wanted to put like a 15-second video on YouTube. It
Mm.
has like 40 likes and like 90 dislikes. Like what the fuck? Like I'm giving you I want you to watch the video. Like why would you dislike it? Like there's no other way you're going to be able to watch it unless I do this.
They want the video, dude. That's the only reason why they disliked it.
You
They
want
want
the
the video. They
and
want the video.
oh no, also I just hit 900 subscribers on my main channel. So
Hey!
100 to go, baby. 100 to go. And
I'm so hyped.
also on the HL Society, we have 13,243,000 subs. So hold on, wait, hold on. And then I just hit 4,000 on HGW's highlights. Holy shit.
Hey!
4,989. So, and also on that channel, HGW's highlights, I have Kevin Steen versus El Generico from PWG ladder match highlights on that. So if you guys want to see that match that we talked about earlier, it's on my channel. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. You got anything else to say, TR?
I'm making moves, bro. I'm loving it. We're active again. It's really cool.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be active much longer again.
No, neither am I.
But like,
I haven't
yeah.
uploaded on my HGW's highlights channel in like a month. I upload like once a month, so.
One of my favorite things about this, though, I won't lie, I'm pretty glad I came back because making new stuff or making these things, kind of continuing tradition. We're doing it for 2013, 2014. And this one, I think, might eclipse everything. I'm hoping. I think it came out really good this time. So
2012, baby. Woo.
I'm looking forward to it.
Anyways, yeah, so that's gonna be all. If you listen all the way through, you're a god.
I can give you a reward, too. If you like Papa John's and you want an extra large pizza for $9.99 tonight, go ahead and get your extra large for $9.99. Pop in that Papa size promo code. You get it for $9.99, one topping. I'm about to do that right now. So you're welcome. You see, you learned something today, and you got pizza for a little bit less. That's what you get for coming in and listening to us ramble for 2 hours.
So they have to pay for the pizza?
Yes, they have to pay for the pizza.
You're not gonna pay for it?
What?
I thought you were gonna you offered something, so I thought you were gonna pay for their pizza or something.
No, I can't pay for everyone's pizza, okay? I don't have that type of money. I just pre-ordered the freaking greatest matches NXT on Blu-ray during this podcast. No, I'm not gonna pay for everyone's pizza. I do have 2 free pizzas at Marco's though, but like we don't have Marco's everywhere though. So we just got a new Marco's. That like the other Marco's before this one, which is like 4 miles away, was 70 miles away. So no, I'm not paying for everyone's pizza. I'm not giving you the free pizza to Marco's because I don't know where you live.
I know Mark. I had a Marco's in where I used to live,
Word?
and over at my grandparents' house, and yeah,
Marco's is dope.
Marco's is pretty good. It's
They're
like
fresh.
connected to like a family video.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Is yours?
I don't know. I haven't been there yet. I just worked with them for a little bit.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you all for watching, and see you later. Bye.
Bye.